Welcome to the first segment of the Community-Based Broadband Planning Tutorial Series presented by the Information Use Management and Policy Institute at the Florida State University. In this segment, I will cover the basics of regional broadband efforts with a look at community-based anchor institution involvement. Website resources with live links included in this tutorial are located on the tutorial homepage. In this tutorial series, the FSU Information Institute presents results from studies completed for two broadband programs funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, the Florida Rural Broadband Alliance, and the North Florida Broadband Authority, and we present some of the more important discoveries here. Both studies included visits at community anchor institutions to solicit the views of those providing services, as well as to discover both their skills with digital technology and their plans for technology improvement. As you can see, most staff members feel comfortable with basic computer skills, but are less comfortable with internet requirements and capabilities. What has become clear as a result of these studies is that the public relies heavily on community anchor institutions for general computer support, as well as for high-speed internet access. Supporting this effort requires training for community anchor staffs and a plan to achieve broadband readiness for all members of the community. For community anchor institutions, readiness is the key to providing effective support for their citizens, including training for key staff, equipment that is current and in good repair, and funds to purchase the bandwidth needed. Leaders within the institution need to have a plan for broadband readiness and deployment. Many libraries and community centers provide support to citizens every day and can provide an example for your organization. The experience of Florida rural community anchor institutions mirrors that of community anchor institutions across the nation. Rural community anchor institutions are the key to providing service to areas that may have limited to no internet connectivity. Several libraries and medical facilities in North Florida rural communities are already providing key services such as public access computers with training classes and electronic health records and remote physician consultations. Broadband provides users with faster speeds with which to use the internet quickly and efficiently, and it has the potential to dramatically enhance many multimedia applications such as video streaming and image transfer. Broadband can be provided over a mix of technologies that internet service providers use to offer this high-speed service, such as cable, DSL, and fiber optics. Keeping everyone involved is one way to ensure successful broadband planning. Another key is to make sure everyone knows about the benefits that broadband provides. This list is just the beginning of those benefits, and you are sure to add some of your own. Community anchor institution readiness and awareness is a process of identifying key community organizations in order to involve them in the planning and delivery of broadband service. This initiative supports the development of productive anchor institutions as well as those citizens in communities who may be underserved or unable to establish household broadband service but still need the connection it provides. This model suggests a cycle of planning, and we have found that a well-crafted plan has multiple effects. A plan demonstrates to a broadband provider that deployment in this community is a sound business decision. It identifies community participants who are visible leaders. A plan provides coordination to and awareness of targeted community efforts. Community anchor institutions will better use broadband and help residents integrate daily broadband use. Institutions that plan obtain the highest quality broadband service for the most affordable price, and broadband improves everyone's quality of life and the economic vitality of the community. Many community anchor institutions face great challenges in planning for broadband readiness and require support from service providers, local leaders, and technical experts. Community anchor institutions rarely have formal technology plans, except for schools and libraries that create them to meet federal funding requirements. This barriers and enablers diagram shows how anchor institutions can turn these challenges into forces that will enable broadband deployment. Addressing each of these, step by step, readies the anchor institution for participating in community-wide planning for broadband adoption. Community anchor institutions need to create readiness with a plan, better trained staff, and a network of community business leaders whose collaboration will provide economic development applications that utilize broadband capability. Studies show that broadband deployment has a significant economic impact nationally, delivering up to 500,000 jobs per year in many sectors that include services, retail, and hospitality, as well as technology. Just a 1% increase in broadband deployment has been shown to increase job creation by more than 100 positions in rural areas. In addition to the efforts of the Florida Rural Broadband Alliance, the North Florida Broadband Authority, and Connect Florida, the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity helps local communities with broadband planning. A complete list of programs and resources can be found at the link provided at the end of this tutorial. You can take a look at what other states may be doing at the website for the National Telecommunications and Information Administration's State Broadband Program. You can start by assessing your own technology readiness with these key steps. Some steps may require assistance from your technology staff, and some steps, like the speed test, you can do simply from your own workstation. However, the studies conducted by the Information Institute showed that community anchor institutions with documented technology plans were more prepared to improve and enhance their institution's capabilities. Use the enablers and barriers figure provided to identify your organization's challenges, and remember to keep your planning committee and key staff members involved in the process. This will provide direction for you to take when planning training and development for all employees involved in the process. Remember, the website resources with live links included in this tutorial are located on the tutorial homepage. This tutorial has been brought to you by the Information Use Management and Policy Institute at the Florida State University. This series includes one more segment called Steps to Community-Based Broadband Planning. Thank you